On the cover of One Punch Man Chapter 210, there is an image of Void alongside two other ninjas in action, each showcasing their unique style. The title of this chapter is Past and Present. At the beginning of the story, we are shown a flashback of Blast in his youth, observing an intense battle in front of him. He plans to launch a surprise attack if he finds an opening against the enemy. The fight in question is between Void and his student, who has been manipulated by God. Hehe, I'm grateful for your guidance all these years, Void Sensei. Great work on your contribution to God's plan, the student says while cornering Void with a powerful attack. However, before the final blow could land on Void, he is interrupted by an attack from Blast, which strikes his arm, leaving it severed. When the student realizes someone else has interfered in the fight, Void decapitates him, severing his head. The battle ends with Void's victory, thanks to Blast's assistance. At this point, Void and Blast do not know each other yet, so this marks their first encounter. Blast then says, "I'm chasing this cube and that man. You're strong. Who are you?" Void does not reveal his name, instead asking Blast in return, "And what about you? That's a technique I've never seen before. It's too powerful." Blast replies, "My name is Blast. I do hero activities privately." Void then questions, "Oh, so you're a suspicious person?" To which Blast retorts, "I said I'm a hero." This flashback is set 15 years before the professional hero system was established, so it's understandable why Void calls Blast suspicious. Returning to the topic, the avatar Void had just decapitated was a jonin from the village and also Void's student, while Void was the village leader at the time. Blast then says, "This person called you Sensei." Void does not immediately respond, still suspicious of Blast. In his mind, he thinks, "This person, could he possibly be investigating the village? Investigating?" After finishing his thoughts, Void finally explains, "He was my beloved student, Verdigristain. Suddenly, he turned into a monster. Blast, tell me, what is God? I shouldn't have hurt my student. I will avenge him no matter what." Void says angrily, tears streaming down his face. After Blast explains everything, Void teams up with him to search for the cube. However, Void still does not fully trust Blast. At one point, while Blast is sleeping, Void calls his sister to investigate him. Her name is Moonlight Luna. He then explains her mission. "This is your mission. Get close to Blast. Behind this man is the Agony Foundation, a killer and a genius scientist. We'll explore gold mines and unknown technologies. If it's possible to replicate them in the village or involve them, I'm almost done with my investigation. Eliminate anyone unnecessary." Luna happily accepts the mission. Time passes and Luna gets closer to Blast. They even get married with Void clapping for their wedding. Later, Luna gives birth to a son, who would eventually become Neo Hero's #1 hero. At this point, Void reflects, did Blast realize? I can't read Blast's eyes. Sometime later, during a battle against a strong avatar, his sister is attacked and killed. Luna, no, her name is Maya now, isn't it? Killed over something like this? How pathetic. More importantly, this was the moment Maya's research was about to reach the scientist behind Blast. Blast intentionally let my sister die. Didn't you use this as an opportunity to eliminate the spy? Did you hide it too deeply? I feel no sentimentality about my sister's death. You died because you were weak. It's all your responsibility. How useless. After his sister's death, Void's demeanor becomes grim. During an exploration, Blast, noticing Void's state, asks worriedly, "Hey, you look awful. Are you okay, Void?" Void responds, "What? You're not in a position to worry about others either." Before Blast can reply, a statue beside Void cracks and collapses, causing panic. Thankfully, Blast quickly creates a teleportation seal. Unfortunately, before the teleportation succeeds, Void accidentally comes into contact with God's cube, trapping him in a genjutsu. In God's genjutsu, Void meets his sister and student, who are alive. Void stares at them saying, "Luna, Stain, they're alive?" Luna responds, "Brother, I've taken on a new mission here, a mission greater than that of a ninja." The flashback ends. The panel shifts to Saitama, who is holding a sword and examining it. Saitama comes up with a brilliant idea. "I want a giant cutter to open cardboard boxes from online shopping sites, but I guess there's no place to store it." His thoughts are as quirky as ever. However, before more can be revealed, the story abruptly ends. In this chapter, we learn that Blast's wife is Void's sister. Previously, we thought Void might have been in love with Blast's wife. However, it makes sense as Void deeply cares for his sister. Even though he acts tough and claims not to feel sentimental about her death, his facial expressions betray him. When his resolve wavered, he was manipulated by God. Is this what shocked Blast at the end of the previous chapter? Did Blast only just learn that his wife is Void's sister? Perhaps. And at the end of the chapter, we are treated to Saitama's absurd plan to use Void's sword to unbox packages, only to abandon the idea because there's no place to store it. That's the storyline of One Punch Man Chapter 210.